Why do we perceive others' actions the way we do? Ever pondered about this intriguing question? It's a riddle that's puzzled many, and the answer lies within the enigmatic realm of psychology, specifically the attribution theory. This theory provides an explanation for how we, as individuals, interpret events and how these interpretations relate to our thinking and behavior. Think of a time when you tried to understand why someone behaved a certain way, or even why you reacted in a particular manner to a situation. This process of understanding and explaining is at the heart of the attribution theory. In essence, we're all detectives in our own right, constantly making attributions about the cause of our own and others' behavior. So, the next time you find yourself pondering over someone's actions, remember, it's your inbuilt attribution theory at work. The attribution theory is, in essence, the lens through which we view the world and its happenings. Now, dive into the depths of attribution theory. At its core, attribution theory is about how we explain the behaviors of others and ourselves. It revolves around two types of attributions, internal and external. Let's kick off with internal attribution. This is when we infer that a person is behaving in a certain way because of something inherent about them. It's like saying, John is so outgoing because he's naturally sociable. It's attributing the behavior to the individual's character, attitude, or personality. Internal attribution is about the person. Now, let's flip the coin to external attribution. This is when we infer that a person's behavior is influenced by their circumstances or the situation they find themselves in. It's like saying, John only acted out because he was under a lot of stress. Here, we're attributing the behavior to elements outside the individual, like environmental factors, social pressures, or the task at hand. External attribution is about the situation. But here's the fascinating part. The tendency to make these attributions isn't uniform across the board. It varies from person to person. Some of us are more inclined to make internal attributions, looking at the person's traits as the primary driving force behind their actions. Others lean more towards external attributions, considering the context and situational factors as key determinants of behavior. It's a delicate balance, really. When we observe a behavior, we're like detectives trying to piece together a puzzle. Was it the person or the situation? Are we dealing with a character trait or a circumstantial reaction? Is it about who they are or where they are? Attribution theory invites us to think deeper, to question, and to consider multiple perspectives. It nudges us to look beyond the surface and explore the complex interplay between individuals and their environments. It pushes us to understand that behavior isn't black and white, but a rich tapestry of influences and responses. So it's all about whether we attribute behavior to a person's disposition or their situation. Now that we've unraveled the attribution theory, what are the key points to remember? It's time to summarize the main points. Let's start with the two types of attributions, internal and external. Internal attributions are when we link the cause of a behavior to personal characteristics or abilities, while external attributions are when we attribute the cause of a behavior to external circumstances or situations. In other words, if you see someone tripping over, you might think they're clumsy, an internal attribution, or that the sidewalk was uneven, an external attribution. This distinction is crucial as it affects how we perceive and interpret behaviors. Moreover, it's important to remember that our attributions can be skewed by biases, often leading us to make inaccurate judgments about others. For instance, the fundamental attribution error is when we overestimate internal factors and underestimate external factors. Remember, how we attribute behaviors can greatly affect our understanding and interaction with the world around us.